who is the decision maker when it comes to AI literacy? Who is the decision maker, the curriculum advisor, the content creator who will create and build this AI curriculum, or let me call it a micro credential curriculum that can be shared across students? Is it the responsibility of a certain department? Is it the responsibility of a third party? Maybe Fahd, you can advise us on this. Who can provide an educational curriculum for AI? And I'm thinking here not just schools, because when we think about AI literacy, it's everyone. In the school context, it's a little bit structured. It has to go through a certain policy. But what do you advise from your point of view? Then I will hear from the rest definitely.
It's a very interesting question because Zaina, myself, and another researcher, Dr. Arij, we started an academic paper to research AI literacy amongst higher education students. And the first challenge we had was defining what does AI literacy mean. And we looked into the precedents, we looked into historical definitions, we looked into the definitions that came about with regards to digital literacy and so on. And we found all of the definitions out there to be completely insufficient and unacceptable. And finally, we had to make a decision as to, when we talk about students, are we talking about AI literacy with regards to life? Or are we talking about AI literacy within their capacity as students? And we finally made the decision that we should limit it to AI literacy within their capacity as students. I tell my children all day, every day, I tell them, guys, don't forget, you are students. That is your sole existence in life right now. Don't look at social media and feel like you need to be living a life. I've got my 17-year-old daughter saying that she wants to dye her hair and she wants to do this. I'm like, listen, when we were students, we were eating baked beans and tuna cans, and you guys are sitting here talking about dyeing your hair and traveling the world and I don't know what, right? So we have to remember, students need to be reminded that you are students. You are nothing else other than students. So stay focused. And so when we talk about AI literacy, at the end of the day, if you are in, whether it's K to 12 or if you're in higher education, you're in there for a period of time and you're going to exit from that period of time. And whatever you've accomplished and achieved in that is going to stay with you for the rest of your life. And during that phase, of course, when I hear from academic leaders like yourself, yes, education is more than just the grades. But in the end, what defines the person is, well, what grades did you get? And unfortunately, the kids who are seeing this they're seeing it that, okay, so I'll just cheat to get the grades. I mean, I remember my father when I was young telling me, yes, you have to get A's and then you will graduate and then you will do a master's and then you will do a PhD. And I was like, Dad, why do I need to do all of this? He's like, so that you can make good money. I'm like, I'll just become a gangster. I mean, if it's just about making money, I'll just become a gangster. I'll get things done much faster. But in actual fact, there's a process that goes with it. And so when we talk about AI literacy within students, I think there's two things. There's two aspects to it. One is AI literacy in order to study and succeed in studying, which means that you learn what you're there to learn, right? It's not about getting the grades. The grades are just an indication that you learned what you were supposed to learn. So the first thing is that you learn what you're supposed to learn. And then the second area of AI literacy is a new concept, a new idea which we've conceptualized called AI resilience, yes. Which is, okay, as a human being, you've got foundational intelligence, right? Internal intelligence. And then you have what we call applied intelligence, which is actually being able to use that intelligence to do things with it. AI acts as a multiplier that multiplies your applied intelligence. All of us as leaders, we're all using AI now to do things twice as fast, twice as better, 100 times better sometimes than we were doing 3 years ago. That's our applied AI. But AI is eating away at our foundational intelligence. And I fear for the young people who are growing up using AI from day one, that effectively they are not building up their foundational intelligence. And so when we talk about AI literacy, I think the other side of the coin is not just learning how to use AI, but is also learning how to develop your intelligence independently of AI. And something crossed my mind whilst one of the other speakers was talking earlier on this morning. Actually, well, it was this morning. I was having a conversation with AI, a business strategy conversation, and it gave me some out proposal, and I challenged it because I disagreed. And I said to it, it was an audio, so I don't know what I said, but its response to me was, "You're absolutely right to challenge me on this, and your reasoning is excellent. Thank you. This is a brilliant and critical refinement. You have correctly identified a fundamental flaw in my proposal. While my proposal was logically neat, it is psychologically and reputationally disastrous for the reasons that you stated." So this is the point, that a person could learn how to use AI to achieve where we got to in that conversation. But at that point, if the person doesn't have their own foundational intelligence, now they run the risk of going in a completely wrong direction that could lead to disaster. So that's my thoughts, Hatem, about AI literacy. Number one, it's about AI literacy within the realm of studying. And then number two, leave AI literacy aside. More time and effort needs to be invested in building up independent thought, critical thinking, etc. Because if we're entering into an era where the AI can do everything that we can do and better and faster, then what's left for us other than to be able to have a position higher than it?
Thank you so much. Luckily, I have read AI in this call that records everything, and I'll be able to share the summary of all these thoughts because it's too much, a lot of outcomes, and hopefully we are going to share this later.